I got pregnant in 10th grade. My parents disowned me and kicked me out of the house. When the test came back positive, I remember sitting on the edge of the bathtub, shaking so hard the stick rattled in my hand, telling my parents was a disaster from the first second. My mom stared at me like I was a stain on the carpet. My dad didn't say a single word at first. He just walked into the living room, grabbed a trash bag, and came back to my room silently. He started sweeping everything off my desk into it. My notebooks, my hairbrush, my phone charger. "You're not doing this under my roof," he said. By midnight, I was standing outside with a backpack and a trash bag full of clothes. Not even a jacket, because they didn't want to support a mistake. I didn't know where to go. My ex, Tyler, had blocked me days earlier when I told him I might be pregnant. His parents weren't going to help either. They told me the classic line, "Not our responsibility." I sat on the curb, crying so hard I couldn't breathe. The only person I could think to call was my Aunt Zia, my dad's younger sister, who had always been the oddball of the family. Purple hair, thrift store clothes, worked at a small bookstore, and believed in giving stray cats names like Sir Pudding. She picked up on the first ring. "Sweetheart, what's wrong?" I didn't even get a full sentence out before she said, "Text me your location. I'm coming." She showed up in 15 minutes wearing slippers and holding a giant thermos of hot chocolate. She took one look at me, wrapped me in her jacket, and said, "You're safe now. Let's go home." I broke down in her passenger seat and she just kept repeating, "You didn't ruin your life. We're going to figure this out." Her apartment was small, one bedroom, barely enough space for her and her two cats, but she insisted I take the bed while she slept on her fold-out couch. The first night, I cried until my throat hurt. I was scared of everything. School, the baby, the future, what everyone would think. But Zia never treated me like I had messed up. She treated me like I was someone worth protecting. She came with me to every doctor's appointment. She bought pregnancy-safe snacks and made charts to track vitamins and symptoms. She even marched into my school with me to talk to the counselor about continuing classes online when morning sickness got bad. She became my entire support system. When Emma was born a tiny, perfect baby with a heartbreaking little cry, Zia held her first. She said, "Welcome to the world, little star." And I think I fell a little more in love with both of them in that moment. Those first months were brutal. I barely slept. I was terrified I'd mess something up. But Zia would take Emma at 3 a.m., bouncing her around the living room while whispering stories about her chaotic 20s. One day, I apologized for ruining her life, for making everything harder. She looked offended. "You didn't ruin my life. You gave me purpose. Besides, you're not a burden. You're family." Family means showing up, even when it's inconvenient. When Emma was 6 months old, something happened I never expected. My parents reached out. Well, reached out is generous. My dad sent a 3-word text, "Come for dinner?" I almost didn't go, but Zia encouraged me. "Closure isn't for them," she said. "It's for you." So we went. My mom opened the door and stared at Emma like she was looking at a stranger's baby in a grocery store. My dad tried to act normal, but it was stiff, awkward, cold. My mom asked, "So, are you back in school yet?" Like she hadn't kicked me out in the middle of the night. I realized then that they weren't apologizing. They just wanted to see if I had fixed myself yet. Halfway through dinner, my mom made a comment about how I should learn to be more responsible now that I'm a mother. I laughed out loud. I couldn't help it. Zia squeezed my hand under the table, silently asking if I wanted to leave. I did. As we walked out, my dad followed us to the driveway. "We want to try again," he said. I turned to him, holding Emma against my chest. "I tried," I said, "when I needed you most." He didn't have anything to say to that. We left, and I haven't looked back since. Today, Emma is 3 years old. I finished high school online, took community college classes, and now I'm studying early childhood education because I realized I want to help girls who feel like I once did, scared, alone, and forgotten. We still live with Zia, but we're saving for a small place nearby. Emma calls her Zizi, and every time I see them curled up together reading bedtime stories, I realize something huge. Getting kicked out didn't destroy my life. It led me to the person who actually loved me. Family isn't blood. Family is whoever stays when the world kicks you out.